Hello, my name is Dongchan Lee. I'm the creator of ESL. How do we end the global poverty? Contrary to the popular belief, the best way to end the global poverty is end the global math poverty, except it's very difficult and very time consuming. Even with the best math apps, there are limits, but with USL, especially starting with the mini USL one pilot study first, we can achieve this. As you can see here, this steep slope, we managed to what normally takes 30, 40 days to learn math average, get the A, B, C, D, F range, and even the best school math average nations, this is about the slope. But with the USL, pilot study original, we could do it in one class of 30, 40 minutes instead of 30, 40 days, we could achieve basically similar kind of results. But this was too good to be true, and nobody could believe, especially the education establishments. So I decided to do the scaled down version, which is mini USL1, MM1. The basic rule of thumb is using only the 8% of the original one. Well, in any school, any class, there is a lower half, the worst 50%, highest 50%. How do you get to boost the worst half to the best half? To get this into the context in general, half standard deviation is this how it looks like. From here, normally it takes many decades. For instance, from the current level of international standard of D of Colombia, Argentina, Brazil, Ecuador, to the level of the highest school math average nations, such as Uruguay, Chile, Costa Rica, Mexico, and entire Latin America. This is how the magnitude looks like. But in contrast, mini USL1 is a basic target is this big rise from the average of the lower half to the average of the top half, which is roughly about the 1.5 standard deviation. For instance, from the average of Guatemala app to the average of California, New York of the United States difference. There's massive growth. To demonstrate this works, I ran the pilot study in September 1st in the El Alba of the Montenegro, Guatemala, primary school grade 3, 4, 5th, and this is the one we overachieved than my target. And immediately after, I ran the secondary school, lower secondary school, grade 1 in Itec, which is considered the best school in the entire state of Sololá, Guatemala, and this is what you got. And this was a little bit lower than what I was after, but it was at the end of the semester. Nobody wanted to study, and my students started cheating in the homework, etc. But still, we managed to get this one. And this is basically to end the global math poverty is more than sufficient. So how do you get there? As of November 1st, we ran the pilots in USL and mini USL combined together, for instance. 10 school participation, more than 1,000 students, TB coverage in Guatemala, more than 15 TB coverage. But we had a very massive and systematic resistance of the Ministry of Education in Guatemala in entire level. And I decided to overcome this. We could do this alone in Guatemala alone, so I decided to ask help from the ministries or departments of education around the world, especially in the Americas. To get this, the basic scenario is ending the math poverty is the best way to end the poverty. And the lower half to the math poverty to the best half. How do you get there? Well, I decided to run the evidence-based only massive math boost like this, but everything running on the 100% internet and tablet or computer. And this tablets and computer charged from solar panels. And the sector-wise, we need the education, technology, energy, and environmental sector. To do so, I want to run it in the one NGO per country, network of social enterprise. We need this kind of a business relationship, and this is going to be in line with the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. So please invite the Dongchan Lee to run the MM1 pilot study in your country, in your Ministry of Education, support him as much as you can, so that he can help him end the math poverty, which will lead to the end poverty quickly. Thank you very much.